Hello and welcome to FluentPath English. Have you ever gone for a walk or a run just to escape your thoughts? Sometimes when life feels heavy, people run, not because they want to win a race, but because they want peace. Today's story is about a young woman who runs every morning in the park. But one strange week changes everything. She begins to see unusual animals, strange signs, and dreams that feel too real. Let's begin. Emma woke up early in the morning. The sky outside her window was grey and quiet. She sat on the edge of her bed and looked at the floor for a long moment. She felt tired, not the kind of tired that sleep can fix. Her mind felt heavy. For many days she had carried sadness inside her heart like a backpack full of stones. So, like always, she put on her running shoes and went outside. Running helped her forget things. When her legs moved fast, her thoughts became slower. The cold morning air touched her face as she entered the park near her apartment. This park was her favorite place in the city. There were tall trees, small paths, and a quiet lake in the middle. Usually, the park made her feel calm. Emma started running. Slow at first, then faster. Soon, her feet moved quickly across the path. "I'm free," she whispered softly. As she ran, she noticed a squirrel near the tree. The little animal moved in a funny way. Run! Stop! Run! Stop! Its tiny eyes looked nervous as it searched for food on the ground. When Emma ran past, the squirrel quickly climbed the tree and disappeared. Emma smiled a little. "Sorry," she said quietly. A few minutes later, she saw a golden dog running across the grass. The dog had no leash. It jumped happily through the park while its owner shouted from far away, "Max, come back!" But the dog didn't care. It just kept running with joy. Emma laughed softly. She felt jealous of the dog. The dog looked truly free. No worries, no sadness. No fear about tomorrow, just wind, grass, and happiness. I wish freedom felt that simple for humans, too, Emma thought. She kept running, then suddenly, she stopped. On a low tree branch ahead of her sat an owl. Emma blinked in surprise. "An owl," she whispered. It was daytime. Owls usually slept during the day, but whoa, this owl sat completely still, staring directly at her. Its large eyes followed her every movement. Emma felt uncomfortable. The owl looked strange, almost too aware, too intelligent. She slowly continued running, trying not to look at it. But as she passed, the owl turned its head and watched her closely. A cold feeling moved through her body. Emma began running faster. Her breathing became harder. Why did that bird scare her so much? "It's just an owl," she told herself. But her heart disagreed. A few seconds later, she heard wings. The owl flew above. her silently. Then it landed on another tree ahead of her path, still watching. Emma's chest tightened. Suddenly, tears filled her eyes. She didn't understand why she was crying. Maybe she was simply tired of feeling lost. Maybe the strange owl reminded her of all the thoughts she tried to escape every day she finally stopped running. She stood beside the path, breathing heavily while tears rolled down her face. People passed by without noticing her. A mother pushed a baby stroller. Two old men talked near the lake. The dog owner finally caught his dog. Life continued normally around her. Nobody knew about the storm inside her mind. After a while, Emma wiped her tears and looked up again. The owl was gone. Only empty branches moved softly in the wind. Emma took a deep breath and slowly walked home. That evening, she made herself a cup of coffee and sat near the window. Rain clouds filled the sky, but no rain came. Everything felt strange. That night, Emma had a dream. In the dream, she was the owl. She flew silently through the dark park. Below her, she saw a woman running alone. The woman looked frightened. Emma wanted to call out to her, but instead she kept flying above her. Then she woke up suddenly. Her heart was beating fast. The next morning, Emma returned to the park. Part of her wanted to stay home, but staying home was worse. When she stayed still, her thoughts became louder. So she ran again. This time, she saw a fox near a trash bin. The fox quickly disappeared into the bushes. That night, Emma dreamed she was the fox, cold, hungry, searching through the dark city streets. Again, she saw the same running woman. Again, she chased her. The dreams continued for several days. One morning, she saw an otter swimming in the lake. Another day, she saw a horse running freely across an open field beside the park. And every night, she became those animals in her dreams. At first, the dreams frightened her, but slowly, Emma began to understand something. Each animal carried a feeling she hid inside herself. The owl carried fear. The fox carried loneliness. The otter carried confusion. And the horse carried freedom, real freedom, not escape. Not running away, but freedom to accept herself. One morning, Emma decided not to run. Instead, she stayed home with a notebook. She opened it and began writing. At first, the words came slowly, then faster, page after page. She wrote about her sadness, her fears, her dreams, her loneliness, and for the first time in a long while, she felt lighter. Maybe healing did not always mean running faster. Maybe sometimes healing meant stopping, listening, understanding yourself. Days later, Emma returned to the park once more. But this time, she walked instead of running. The trees looked brighter. The lake looked calmer. And inside herself, she felt quiet for the first time in many months. Near the lake, she noticed horse footprints in the mud. Beside them were small paw prints. And above her, somewhere far away, an owl called softly. Emma smiled. Then she continued walking forward, not to escape her life, but to finally live it. Sometimes we try to run away from sadness, fear, or confusion. But no matter how fast we run, our thoughts follow us. Real peace begins when we face what's inside our hearts. Thank you for watching FluentPath English. If you enjoyed this story, please like, share, and subscribe for more easygoing English stories that help you improve your listening and speaking skills. See you in the next story.